What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM Guys. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you've had a great week so far. Today I'm recording. It's a Wednesday. We don't always release on the same days I record. We're normally ahead of schedule with recording, so we try and operate off a backlog, and that way it actually allows me time to really think through what I need to do. But then also, I'm not constantly operating under pressure of cool same day release, and then it relieves the team. It's interesting because actually we try and operate the company like this to where we are running ahead of schedule. And if we do that, it takes pressure off the team and then it actually prevents a lot of fires. And so we do a ton of content production and we always operate ahead of schedule. And the reason why is because it really alleviates the team from having to do same day things. Same day things are horrible because they're unplanned work, and unplanned work is just ends up being negative in terms of business, because when it's unplanned, it affects everything in a negative way, and it's more costly to do unplanned work. And by unplanned work, this is what I mean by that. It is actually unplanned. It's not on the schedule. Nobody has planned for it. Nobody has accounted for it. And then all of a sudden it shows up at your doorstep and it's something that had to be done yesterday. And it's absolutely horrible to deal with. A job, just to give you an idea of what unplanned work is, a job would just be answering phones, right? Like, let's just say you have a lot of marketing and you're running a lot of marketing, and then you have somebody picking up all those calls in the firm or wherever you're doing, whatever you're trying to sell. And so you have people answering phones. It's unplanned work because you have no idea when the phone is going to ring and when it's not going to ring, but you got to sit there and wait. And you think about all the time that is wasted in between. And then you also think about the inefficiency of all the phone calls that are not planned, and then they either go unanswered, have to be returned, or they're picked up at an inopportune time. And so that is an example of unplanned work and how unplanned work starts fires. This was not what I originally intended to talk about, but I guess I want to continue to roll down this path since we're here. I think a lot of life is reactionary to people. I think a lot of life is just primarily based off of unplanning. And I talked about this last episode about critical thinking and planning. You cannot plan if you don't critically think. You actually don't create a plan if you're not critically thinking. You can create a to-do list and you can have ideas and you can have dreams and goals, but in order to actually create a real functional plan, you have to have a critical thinking skill set to where you can think through the chain reaction of events that is going to happen. If you implement X, Y, and Z, you're going to get A, B, and C. And if you don't do that and you don't have that skill set, I highly advise you learning it and going ahead and putting in some effort. And the reason why is because it affects everything you do. And going back to unplanned work, most people just react to whatever's happening in life. They react. You think about it like money. Most people do not have a savings budget for tires throughout the year. They're not saving $20 a month or $25 a month to save up for tires, and then you have your whole tire fund within 2 years or a year, whatever you need. Same thing for a roof. And so if you really want to see if you're reactionary or not, look at your budget, look at how you run your money, look at how you look at things and how you plan for things and how you save for things. See, unplanned work comes from short-term thinking. And short-term thinking is so detrimental because it's completely emotional and reactionary based. And most of us do short-term thinking. The American school system has done a very poor job of teaching people how to have long-term thinking. I was raised weird. I was homeschooled, so I did not get a normal education. And I'm actually really thankful for that, because a lot of what happened in my years of homeschooling was, oh, cool, I'm in charge of my life and my schedule. When I went to college, a lot of the people that had scholarships, they lost them because they could not maintain a schedule. They're used to the school system telling them what to do. But as I was in high school, I was in charge of getting my work done. And it was on me whether I was going to fail or things like that. And so showing up to college and having to keep my own schedule, having to run through things was not a problem. And the reason why I'm saying all of that is because it developed long-term thinking in me. It developed planning to where I had to think through what I was going to do. When was I going to get on to campus and things like that? What did my schedule look like? And as a result, it really shaped my life differently. And I think it's so important that you begin thinking about your life personally and even business, right? Wherever you're at. If you're just doing things reactionary, cool. There's going to be this in your life. It's unpreventable, right? Especially if you're creating and building, you're going to have some unplanned work and you're not going to know everything. However, the goal, like I've said before, should be to control the chaos. And the goal should really be to build and create stability. to where people just aren't doing willy-nilly and just running there and here and just going crazy because, oh man, we're missing deadlines because we didn't think about it. We didn't plan about it. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'll catch you later. Peace.